At a time when kids may be confused by an invisible villain, there's an elite group helping them understand and be safe. They're fighting what's out there by staying in here. They are the Stay Heroes. Meet the Great Hygiene, expert at washing hands and disinfecting surfaces and objects. Dr. Distancio is a master of physical distancing and virtual playdates. And General Fields uncovers emotions and harnesses positivity. Your kids can become Stay Heroes too. Learn how at stayheroes.org.
Now introduce the sixth graders for the Bears. Our first sixth grader, number 69, 4 years playing football, first year in the WYF. His favorite football team, the Rams. Favorite player is Todd Gurley. Number 69, Cameron Tupac, the Tree Stump Siebert. And our next player, 4 years playing football, first year in the WYF. Favorite team, the Kansas City Chiefs. Favorite players, Patrick Mahomes. Number 27, Big Nathan Uribe. And our next player, 3 years playing in the WYF. His favorite team, the Dallas Cowboys. Favorite player, Zeke Elliott. Number 2, Omar Gonzalez. Our next player, playing for 6 years in the WYF, number 73, favorite team, the Chiefs. Favorite player, Patrick Mahomes, Owen Beast Money Frable. Our next player for the Bears, playing in the WYF for 7 years. Favorite team is Notre Dame. Favorite player, J.J. Watt. Number 90, Big Brady Harpel. Our next player for the Bears, playing in the WYF for 5 years. Favorite team, the Houston Texans. Favorite player is Deshaun Watson, one of the team captains. Number 1, Amari Simmons. And last but certainly not least, playing in the WYF for 6 years. Favorite team, the Carolina Panthers. Team captain, number 7, the quarterback and middle linebacker, Christian Storm Pearson. Ladies and gentlemen, your WYF Bears 6th graders.
From the moment we met, it felt like we fit.
Thank you for showing me what unconditional love looks like.
We are better when we are together. My life feels complete with you in it. Oh.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my 3rd child, who was 17 at the time.
After you joined our family, it was like, I really do feel complete now.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
I ain't never felt so much love before in my life.
Thank you.
welcome here to Waynesville Middle School for the WYF Bears and the WYF Cowboys. And squib kick to the Cowboys as they will get the ball first, and Cowboys hang on to it. This is the 1 and 4 seed. Earlier, the Cowboys won today.
Will take over.
Bears coming off a big win last week over the undefeated Camdenton Lakers. Once again, Cowboys in gray and Bears in black. And Cowboys with a sweep. He will cut to the inside, and the Bears are waiting for him right there like they just came out of a hibernation.
That'll be a 2-yard gain.
They were hungry.
It'll be 2nd and 8.
Bears with the keeper boot, and he is going to meet a couple of the Bears, but he will gain a couple more, so that's going to bring up 5 yards from the first on 3rd down.
That'll be 3rd and 5.
So Cowboys good running the ball so far, good little option play, and pretty good decision making. The Bears just holding strong on defense, keeping short gains. Let's get another inside counter handoff, and that will come down quick with maybe a 1-yard gain. So we have a 4th and 4 now. Most of these teams have elected to walk off punts. We've had a few that have punted the ball. Various levels of... Oh, so we have to punt the ball here. A split backs from the quarterback keeper, and that will result in a turnover. So the Bears will take over near midfield inside the Cowboys territory to start this ball game.
47. It'll be 1st down, Bears.
Bears quarterback number 7 to lead the team here. One of the 6th graders on this group. So quarterback with 3 options in the backfield right now, as we'll do a sweep to the right. No one's there for the Cowboys. 1 to beat, beats 1. 2 more downfield. He gets free, and on the first play, the Bears will pick up the point. So no flags on the play, and just like that, the Bears will go 1 in, 1 out, and 6 points already on the board. Chance to add 1 or 2 after this. And I'm not sure. I know they have a kicker that can kick on this team. Some teams kick, some teams don't kick here. I believe the kick is the advantage if you do have a kicker. You get a couple points instead of just 1. But we are going for it. We got 2 backs and a tight end out there. And we're going to have the same play. That's going to go to the left this time. And so that will make it 7-0. And we'll be back after this PSA.
Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
You're still talking to your friends? It's complicated.
I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji. Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone. You have the skills. Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
And we are back here as the Bears are going to kick off once again for the 2nd time in not a whole lot of this ball game. My clock ran a little longer than it needed to. There's 4:45 still in the first quarter. And congratulations to all the district winners, and big congratulations to the Vienna softball team. They're the Class 1 state champions this year. And also congratulations to Sullivan for winning the Class, I believe, 2 or 3 state title yesterday. And once again, a squib kick. This time not quite as squibby, but it was just enough to maybe cause a problem. And also congratulations to the Rollo Bulldogs. Waynesville had a bye week as the game was forfeited by Parkview last night, so Rollo will travel to Columbia Battle. The Tigers will travel to Glendale for a rematch from their last ball game. And counter handoff, and that's going to gain none and lose none, so we're back at 2nd and 10.
It'll be 2nd and 10, Cowboys.
There's front line doing a great job here filling these blocks. One thing I'd be watching for is same thing the Bears have done, but Cowboys haven't really set up that way. We may pass the ball here. We got a couple that jumped up. This is a pass, and the Bears are right there on that. So we are big hit for the Bears, and we have a player down. We are going to be back after this PSA.
Leah, did you put a new dent in that?
This one? No.
Were you texting and driving again?
Yes.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about your bumper.
Yeah, we are still here. We're going to take another break here, and we will be back after this PSA.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
And he appears all right for the Cowboys, so we are ready to go. But we're going to take another timeout, and we'll be back again after this PSA.
Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
You're still talking to your friend? It's complicated.
I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji.
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone. You have the skills. Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
While sitting and watching the game. Thank you for your continued support in such a challenging year.
And I believe we are about ready to come back as the Cowboys line up in split back formation here. And we're going to have another pass, it looks like, as tight end and 2 receivers, quarterback, keeper. And the Bears are there waiting for him as he is going to lose. He's going to lose a good chunk of yards, and we're going to have a 3rd and 20 coming up here. Somewhere around that number.
It'll be 4th and 19.
So that is a 4th down now, not a 3rd down. That was a good guess. That's going to force a 2nd punt, or they're going to go for it. So 2nd, 4th down conversion for the Cowboys. And that's a quick kick. Made famous by bad bounce, though, on the kick, as forgot to move the camera a little bit, but it did not go far from out of the range of the camera. That was maybe a 10-yard punt, if that. That was about a 5-6 yard punt. So Bears once again have a chance to come out, and I should probably start the clock here. I'm glad the scorekeeper's doing the clock because we'd be here all day. First thing I'd look for in the Bears is I'd look for a boot or that sweep again. I'd try it again. We're going for a deep pass this time. That's caught, and 2 plays, 2 touchdowns. So once again, in a single play drive, the Bears pick up another touchdown.
The Bears will go for 1.
So the Bears look to add to this lead as, once again, they are coming off a victory over the Lakers last week. Both teams were undefeated, and the Bears are still undefeated. And that was a great quarterback pass and great way to get free, and no one was there to stop him. So 1-point conversion for the Bears. Fake sweep, boot run, and he is in the end zone.
And the extra point is good. With 1 minute and 53 seconds remaining in the first quarter, Bears 14, Cowboys 0.
So we'll be back after this PSA with the kickoff.
Leah, did you put a new dent in that?
This one? No.
Were you texting and driving again?
Yes.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about your bumper.
So getting ready for the kickoff. The Bears are, well, they're making stats easy tonight. 2 plays, 2 touchdowns, and they might not win time of possession this ball game, but I don't think that's going to hurt their feelings at this point. Cowboys come out expecting the short kick, and I would just punch this as deep as it'll go in this case. It's going to be a squib kick. It's going to get behind all of them, though, as there was not a safety back there. And we have, I think it was caught. It's going to be recovered by the Bears.
Bears recover the kick.
So the Bears now have an opportunity once again to add to this as the clock will continue to tick down and approaching a minute in the first period. And that's going to be another handoff on the inside.
5-yard run.
So that's going to get 5 yards, but it's not going to get a first. The Cowboys are waiting for that run, though. They were set up ready for the defense on the inside. And another run. But they're going to get a first out of this one. That's going to be a 10-yard gain.
And that'll be a first down Bears.
So that will be a first and not quite first and goal. So they got a chance to stretch this if they want to. I don't think stretching this is on their mind, though. And another inside counter. That's going to result in a 5-yard gain.
5-yard gain. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter.
So with that, we have a 2nd and 5, 14-0 lead at the end of the first. We will be back after this PSA.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
So both teams using their time here. They are taking a break, and Cowboys need more of a break than the Bears do at this point, at least the offensively. Bears in the red zone within striking distance. They could elect for a first down and then get 4 more plays, or they can, if they're able to, go in the end zone. Looks like we may have 2 receivers we got 3 receivers, well, 2 tight ends and a couple receivers possibly, but this is going to be a quarterback run, and that's another touchdown, so
that's a touchdown, Bears.
21-0. We have that is a touchdown there. I was waiting for the white hat just in case. And 20-0 now on the scoreboard, so it is official. If it's on the scoreboard, it's official. Most of the time. And it's going to be a pass this time. That's going to be caught, so
that is caught for the extra point.
Fade route is good, and 3-point lead early in this ball game, so we will be back again after this PSA.
Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
You're still talking to your friend. It's complicated.
I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji.
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone. You have the skills. Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
Back here at Slaughter Field at the middle school stadium, and the Bears are coming off, I believe, 3 touchdowns in 5 plays to start this ball game. And Cowboys recover that. First time they get a chance to run it, and Bears are there, and they stop it. So that's going to be right about the 40. And I believe we have a player down. We'll be back after this PSA.
Leah, did you put a new dent in that?
This one? No.
Were you texting and driving again?
Yes.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about your bumper.
So we are still in the break here. We are going to continue the break, and we will be back as soon as we are done.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
You're still talking to your friend. It's complicated.
I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji.
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone. You have the skills. Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
Cowboys player is over there being tended to. He is off the field. He is looking all right. And I'm looking at that sideline, and they have a very thin sideline on the Cowboys side. So looks like who's on the field is going to win right now. They got one sub on the bench. And we're going to take a timeout now. We'll be back after this PSA.
Leah, did you put a new dent in that?
This one? No.
Were you texting and driving again?
Yes.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about your bumper.
And 7:37 still remains in the quarter as the Bears continue to tend to their player over there. It looks like the Bears are coming out ready to continue this. All the coaches are still off on the sideline, but the players are ready themselves. Bears with split backs. And hand off to the right. Or Cowboys with split backs, and the Cowboys are back there to pull them down. That's a loss of about 6 or 7 on the play, so we'll just go with 6. Next week is the championship games for the WYF. That will be posted on their website for the times and locations for those ball games. And handoff, if he can get to the outside, he's gone. He will get tripped up by a lineman there. And good run, though, for the Cowboys. He'll make it roughly 2 yards from the original line of scrimmage. Split receivers. Now we got a trips on the right side after the shift. And pressure by the Bears. Cowboys with the keeper. He will make it out of bounds, so I don't know if he made it back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be close. Please remember that your actions and what you say and do reflect sportsmanship on your son, student, along with other people and your team. So please be respectful. It's going to be incomplete, so I believe that is a turnover on downs, as that was 4th. And Bears once again go back on the offense. And the Bears will score once again as the inside delay handoff worked. And from here on, I believe we will have a running clock no matter what now in the rest of this ball game. I believe it's 24 points is the rule on that. And the clock is still stopped up there, though, so I will follow the official clock keeper over just in the other room. He does an excellent job. And that handoff will be good, so 28-0 now, as the third one-play drive in favor of the Bears. So we will have a running clock after kickoff. Also a reminder from the Waynesville School District, please do not smoke on campus or use any tobacco products. And unless you're sitting in your stands, please wear a mask. Using these facilities is a privilege. One more game following this. It will be against the Lakers, and I'm not sure who the other team is off the top of my head, but Lakers are the 2 seed. And that's a squib kick. It's going to get a good roll. If that had been a punt, that would be a beautiful punt. Either way, it's going to drop to the 15-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Bears from just inside the 15-yard line. Looks like they're on the 16 or 17. Snaps fumbled. They're going to lose about 3 or 4 yards on the play. I do apologize if I get the teams mixed up every once in a while. The orange is blends in very well sometimes with both teams. Cowboys in the gray and Bears in the black, if you're watching from home. And that pass is incomplete, so 3rd and 13 now. Cowboys set up in a split receivers again. And that's going to be a loss of many yards. The line to get to is the 27-yard line. They are sitting at the 7-yard line. So we are 4th and 20 right now. I hope my math is right. Trips receivers on the right. And ball's loose still, as that's a touchdown for the Bears. So 34-0 in the second period. The clock will continue to run. I have a very bright orange team playing in the next game. We got some neon orange on that uniform. And the extra point is good, so 35-0, and we'll be back after this PSA.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
So clock winding down, under 10 seconds on the actual game clock. Mine is off just a hair, as this will end the half, I believe. So we will go into halftime here, as there will be no kickoff, and we will see you in the second half in about 10 minutes. So we are going to call that one a ball game and a final score of 35-0. And the first game will, the last game will start early here. So if you are out in the stadium or on your way, just a heads up, the game will begin within a couple minutes here. So head on into the stadium, and we will see you then. We'll be back after a couple minutes.
There's a way to stop the spread of coronavirus. There's a way to protect others. There's a way to keep your family safe. New York figured it out. The answer weighs less than an ounce. It's not a heavy lift. Be New York tough. Mask up, America.